All right, staff. So that concludes our staff meeting for today. So, as usual, we're going to just close out. And since the interns are leaving us, the closeout for today will be what's something that you're taking away from having the interns with us this summer that you will cherish forever? Does anyone want to start?
Do you want to start?
No, I'm just kidding. All right, fine, I'll start. So I worked really closely. With Casey this summer, and I think something that sticks out for me is when Casey and I worked on the summer retreat together. And I remember we were at the retreat house and we stayed up all night working on the gender and sexuality workshop. We didn't know how it was going to work out, but we pulled through, and we ended up having a really great workshop that a lot of youth raved about. That sticks out to me because it kind of is like the rest of the summer. I think, she brings her identity as like a woman into the space, and I think through sharing her stories, she's been also like encouraging a lot of youth to step up and share their personal stories and be vulnerable, and also just by challenging youth and like also like other folks, like including me, about our misogyny. She's also like encouraged us to take further steps to committing to social justice, and I am really excited to see what she does in the next year and in the future. To the left.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'll share a story about John. So John and I got to work together really closely this summer, and when I was thinking about stories or times where we worked together, I was thinking about this time when we went together to BJ's to pick up supplies for our youth retreat, and we ended up getting lost on our way to Jersey. But while we were in the car, John was working through like his role play. He was role playing conversations that he was having with tenants at the doors. And to me, like, that story just reminds me of like the dedication that he brings to this work. That he's constantly thinking about how he can get more tenants out to meetings, and how he can recruit more volunteers. And to me, that's like the dedication that it really takes to be a great organizer. So I've just been so inspired by working with him this summer.
So I worked with Jeff on the Chinatown Tenants Union, and I really appreciate his energy, and he has been really supportive because I'm new on staff. I'm the new Chinatown Tenants Union organizer, so he's been really supportive. And the one memory that sticks out is when we went up to 8084 Canal Street, which was an SRO, we were prepping tenant leaders to lead a tenants meeting, and during the facilitation training, he really pushed the leader to really check on tenants who are very rowdy, and just like he was a really good rowdy tenant impersonator. So that was great because you need that in a training. And then the tenants also love him a lot. They were saying how he really needs to improve on his Chinese. But that's all out of love, and it's also because they see a lot of potential in him. I mean, he already has a really good foundation of Chinese. He was the only one who can communicate in Toisanese and with the Toisan grandmother. So, I'm really excited to see Jeff become a great organizer in Chinese-speaking communities. All right, next, Kathy.
Hi. So to have one of you work directly with me, but I still saw you in the office every morning. You brought freshness and made me laugh in the morning. And I just want to thank all of you for all the work you've done, Casey, John, and Jeff, because staff were always like, we can't do everything. I was like, yes, you can, but
No,
all of you have added capacity to our work this summer, and I myself and all the staff really do appreciate all the hard work you've put in, the questions you've asked, and willingness to learn and grow, and your commitment to CAAAV.
1 second. All right, and with that said, that concludes our staff meeting. So yeah, get back to work. Oh,